So what I'd like to have a look at now is everybody's grip hand, and what the grip hand is doing is you play the shot and see if there's some way we can assist you in delivering the cue better, more reliably, more consistently. And with all of those things coming together, you generally find more effortless power comes into your game as well. And like before with the stance, the stance session that we had, I'll work with each person individually and we can all learn from each other then, you see, because the grip hand is not a set series of specific ingredients, it's just a general, principle. Following the principle is more important than following a specific technique. The principle is that the grip should guide the cue straight and with the maximum comfort and acceleration of the cue that suits your timing properly. Okay? So why don't we start with Chris? You get down to the shot, please, and just play the ball. Why don't we all stand this side? If you walk behind the camera and come over, just stand here. That's great. Yeah, just there is about. That's fine. Good. All right. So play the shot, please. Yeah. That's pretty good, actually. What I'd like to see you do is, could you play with your hand coming? What I want you to do is play with the cue to the side of the whiteboard, okay? But just stand over there so that you're not in front of the camera. And I want the cue to come back here and hand to the chair. Slowly. Yeah. Just do that slowly so we can test your full range of movement with the grip. Okay? So tip to the thumb. And stop there. Hold it there for a few seconds. Just hold it still, please. Look, guys, have a look at this. This is a perfect example of a grip hand, actually. This part of the thumb is closed around the cue. The thumb is lightly touching the first finger. It's not locked in super glue, lightly touching. These back fingers are still in contact with the cue at the end of the back swing, and he's nice and relaxed in the hand here. Move forward now until the hand is in the chest, please. You can see that hand is closed around the cue. It's not too tight. Come back again, please, nice and slow. And that thumb is remaining nice and closed and locked around the cue, which secures it in position. The biggest fault you'll see is a gap in here between the thumb and the cue. Nice and relaxed as well. These fingers have been allowed to open so that the cue comes back effortlessly. If these are too tight, the cue can't come back properly, you see. Slowly forwards, please. One more time back. And very, very slowly forwards. Just look how the fingers nicely close around the cue. That's perfect. So actually, there's not. Rather than using you as an example, you can stand up now.
Oh, okay. See, I always have tight. I think I've got a tight grip. I don't move my hand at all. I think. I don't know if that's right.
All right. Well, so Chris can have a look at this now from the other side, which is the grip hand. Why don't you have a go, Rich? Show us what you're doing. Again, to the side of the cue ball, please. So tip to the thumb, all the way back, and just hold it there a few seconds. Well, the thumb is around you can see quite a lot of tension in here, look. And these are quite tight as well. If those were a bit more relaxed, it would be easier for the cue to come back, you see. Go forwards very slowly until the hand finishes in the chest. A bit more. A bit more. Until the hand touches the chest. Yeah. So I'll come back very slowly. And follow through into the chest. Right, now can you do the same thing, but aim this ball here. Aim as if you're trying to pop the. Imagine that's the white. Right. Just address the ball there, okay? As if you're going to pop that. So, as though that's your cue ball, so tip on the cue ball. Right, just hold it there. go even further forward. So here. That's it. So now if you, I'm not sure about the angle, there's quite an angle here, pronounced angle between the hand and the forearm. If you move your hand forward until it hits the chest. Hold it there. You can see now that the forearm is in a straight line with the wrist basically, isn't it? Now, just hold it there, please, hold it still. Let me take the cue out of your hand. Keep this hand in the same shape. Okay. Keep that in the same shape, and as a pendulum, just bring the hand back. And forwards, like a pendulum from here. And back. And forwards. And back. And you can feel this. This is the same angle all the time, yeah? And back. See that? You can feel that, right? Yeah. Now with the cue, come backwards and forwards and just tell me if the wrist is staying in the same angle or not. It's not, is it? The angle of this wrist is now changing, is it? Can you feel that happening?
Yeah, I sort of can, slightly, yeah.
Stand up. Well done. So the reason that happens is that as you come back, if your governing principle is to hold the cue in the same position on these two back fingers, you will break the angle of the wrist. Can you see that happening? And that's where a lot of tension comes in, and it's not natural then, and it's very difficult then to control the cue or even backswing fully and maintain comfort. So you'll tend to backswing very short and snatch the ball out. The same way, if your overriding principle is holding at the front of the hand, and here, in this ring here, you can do that, open those back rings. They can even come off the cue, you see.
Right.
You can even do this.
Yeah, I've never tried that way. That's sort of something I wanted to test out and see how I go on with it.
Well, let's do it step by step.
Yeah.
Can you hold the cue like this? Just like that. Finger and thumb not touching at any point. And what you do is, you just, keeping that grip, just pop the back please. Finger and thumb never touching. That's it. Do the same again. And do 3 or 4 nice full cue actions before you play the shot, okay? Let's see, those pointing toward the floor. All of them pointing toward the floor. Well done. Same again. 3 or 4 cue actions. More power this time. Same amount of power. Stay still after the shot. Hold it there. Now that feeling of your hand, you're holding the cue in the front of your hand now, aren't you? Yeah. Keep that feeling the same. Bring the cue back very slowly, keeping that feeling in your hand the same. Yeah, you're breaking the hand a little bit. Come back into the chest. So that feels comfortable there, doesn't it? That does, yeah. Release, relax these back 3 fingers, and now pull it back. Then we'll go forwards. And keeping the cue secured with these 2 fingers, then come back. That's it, and forwards. And back. Okay. So what you do is stand up, please, and it's almost as if you can do this. Look.